right. Welcome, everybody. Big crowd here. Everybody's accounted for. We got George is on
George on speaker.
speaker.
All right.
Oh,
Monica.
Come on, go ahead.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. All right, well, that's everybody.
Have a seat right there for you.
Devin Clark.
Devin Claire. All right.
Hi, how are you?
Hey,
Monica. I'm good.
All right.
Hey, Monica, you know what? That word is not in my dictionary.
Well, enjoy
Hey,
it.
this is section one. You know, I'm.
Oh, wait, Ed.
I've done it 2 years.
You all done?
Yeah.
Dennis? Are you finished?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Call this workshop to order. Confirmation proper notice.
Notice posted according to requirements.
Roll call. We've got everybody accounted for. No problem. I have nothing to say right now.
Wow.
How about that? You like that? I got places to go and people to see. Review of the minutes. We'll do that
That
later.
coming out, yes.
Financial matters.
I do have something to speak on.
Okay, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, as of today, we are up $1,676 worth of interest. And we've got a lot more to come.
In
We've
about
got,
2 weeks.
at the last meeting I was at, we talked about, we have 5 different CDs. And they average about 4.7% interest on all.
And that's just in 1 month?
That's
only
about 2
1 month
weeks.
that we got.
Less than a
Yeah.
month. I mean, less than a month.
Yeah. So, anyway, we're making money. We got more money this year than we made last year.
Already?
But we it looks like we're gonna be pretty close to in the 40s. We'll make 48,000.
Whoa. Yay.
Cool.
Steve said something about making 2 more pickleball courts with the 40 grand.
Yes.
I took that past Marv yesterday. It didn't go over well.
Parking spots. Parking spots for the pickleball, yeah.
Okay, treasurer report. All set. Accounts receivable.
Receivable, and obviously we'll have it in the manager's report when it's due. The legal units with legal issues are more or less the same. 762, the one that we foreclosed on earlier, did come up with a check for $3,500 to almost take care of their most recent again. So they just keep paying
Late.
interest and late fees and attorneys. Anyway, I'll have it in the manager's report.
Yeah.
What about the
Various
one in
towns.
Springdale that the bank owns? What's going on with that one?
We're still waiting for that. I mean, that's up for auction. That we're suing the bank currently
Yeah.
and for foreclosure because they haven't made a payment since they took over last June.
Now, if that was reversed, boy, they'd be on us like a.
Of course, yeah. Well, they're fighting us because they feel they have the safe harbor and they don't want to pay everything that's due,
Right.
but they filed for their foreclosure wrong. They didn't name the association, so therefore they're responsible for all $13,000.
Are we charging them interest?
Oh, interest, attorney's fees, everything.
Great. Keep on.
We're just reading this
We got this
today.
insurance paid for after.
That's right.
Yeah. Ooh. All right, old business, the second floors.
All right, gonna meet, I think it's Thursday with the new contractor to get started. So we've got about 4 units picked out to go and we'll walk with him. I think he'll probably want to
I'll
be
be
involved
with
in
you.
that.
Yeah. What time is that?
I don't have a time yet.
Okay.
He was gonna get back to me.
All right. I think we've got a price on the automatic pool.
Yes, finally got,
Chemical feeders.
as, took a while, obviously, 3 or 4 months. 46,765 if we purchase and install all new equipment from Lowell. My thought here now is to press the current owner of the equipment to see if they will consider selling us the used equipment.
Yeah.
It's all functionable and they've kept it running. We're paying $700 a month to lease it. And so if now that we know we've got a firm new price, they're either going to have to, we're going to have to make a decision whether we want to replace what they have. And he can't duck us anymore, I guess is the best word.
Yeah.
How long
So,
has the current equipment been in there?
well, it's in phases. I mean, the equipment was here when I was here.
My
So
point
they've
is our
been,
payback program there is.
oh, their payback program,
yeah,
8,400 a year for 10 years.
They've already paid it
Oh, yeah,
back, so we will too. For that matter. That's good.
yeah,
One way or the other.
right. And so, I mean, I have no idea what they want to ask for it, but it's all functioning. They've kept it up over the years.
Good.
The only reason we're looking is two things, because we continue to pay that money. And number two, their service has slipped a little bit over the years from
John,
what it used to be.
would, if we purchased equipment and just for the heck of it, say it comes up to half price, I'm just picking a number out of the top of my head. Would equipment last for us, time enough for us to recoup the money or
Well,
break even? or
We
what?
gotta find out what they want. for
Yeah, I
it.
mean, I don't know what
Yeah.
they want, but I mean, if say it's $30,000 or whatever that might be, I don't know what they're gonna say, but the bottom line, I mean, will the equipment last, or are we gonna have to put so much money in to keep it maintained? You know, or are we better off just biting the bullet and buying new equipment?
No, that's good. That's something we're gonna have to look at,
Yeah.
but
I don't know. I'm
it's
just-
not all 10-year-old equipment,
I know,
because
I know you-
over the years, they've replaced parts and functions and pieces, so it has various ages attached to it.
Well, I
I
don't
say
know what the
once we
life
get a-
expectancy of this stuff is, that's what I'm looking
That's
at.
gonna be my
Yeah,
question.
good.
What's the estimated useful life of the new equipment? Do you know?
Well, with the proper maintenance, 10, 12 years.
And so if we were to buy it and put it in, we'd have to reserve it. So what lifespan would we give it?
I would give this 10 years minimum.
Are there any
Might even
warranties?
give it 15, but 10 years for sure.
Mhm.
Are there any bars for used equipment?
I'm sorry.
What do they do with used equipment?
So
We've had new.
Oh, well, I'm sure that if he's not interested in selling us used equipment and we want to move on, he would take it and use it and allocate it in other places where he has accounts.
Okay,
So
so
that
there
it's
is a
functional,
market.
it's all functional. It, for the right person having it, you know, you might not be able to get much selling it on Craigslist, but if you're,
Who goes on Craigslist?
if you're a functioning pool service company, I'm sure
Yeah.
as big as they
Use
are,
parts.
they've got a lot of place to use it.
But see, they fully depreciated it by now.
Oh, I'm
So
sure.
We're paying the same lease amount, so they're really raking in the money on us.
Well, they're raking in the money, but they're also servicing it. I mean, you know, they're here regularly working on it too.
Yeah, but it's been the same price for what, 10 years?
That would be my question now. If we purchase this equipment from them, they will continue to help us with.
No, we
service.
won't, no. We're going to devoid ourselves no matter which way we go.
So who would service? us?
Jackie is fully capable of doing it in-house.
Gotcha. And if we get the new equipment,
He would be able to function it too. Yeah, and there would be a warranty on that for 1 year as far as the installation portion.
thank you.
So, yeah, I think we just need to get a price on it and then we can even get Jack in on that,
Oh, yeah.
see what his opinions are. Okay.
So the one thing though about, I mean, Jack's capable, yes, but something happens to him, who would be able to take it over? Like, there would need to be a plan in place for
Well,
him to show somebody else.
We're gonna
also.
buy it from Lowell Fail, who's a going organization, and we could use them for service.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just, I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Audit.
Okay, the audit is underway. Contact has been made between the CPA auditor, John Scott, and our bookkeeper. So they've interacted already. We're waiting for the year-end statement, which will be probably given to me tomorrow, and then we'll forward that to John Scott. He's had me send letters to the attorney and to the insurance company to verify the fact that we have the insurance coverage in effect, which he has to do for the audit. We've also sent letters to our attorney verifying what stages, if any, suits are involved. And of course, the only thing we really have going is the foreclosures on the positive side for us. Nothing that we're not being sued against. So that's underway. I anticipate having the him being here probably the last week in January, when they usually come in and then do go through the files and things of that nature.
All right, next item, holiday collection.
Very happy to report, if you haven't heard, the total ended up to $2,250 for each of our salaried, hourly employees.
Wonderful.
They're very,
Great.
extremely happy. It was a great collection.
What was it last year?
Last year was 1,700.
1,600. Wow.
Yeah,
They
Mm.
deserve
Got an inflation boost.
yes.
Yeah,
For what they did
Nicole
after the
did,
hurricane,
yeah.
that's,
Oh,
And even Nicole did some
Yeah.
damage too.
And he,
Plus they're down, I think they're down a person or something.
Yeah.
One.
done one.
We're down a half now, because we've got a half.
Oh,
we
yeah,
got a half time.
JD, he's a nice guy. I
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah, he's an owner here, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
We had a nice chat.
Yes.
I was
George-
fortunate, I was here for the presentation of it. and,
Oh, I
Man,
wanted
you
to
should
be
have seen
here
the guys light up.
Oh, sure. Pretty soon we're gonna have to get somebody to walk them home as a guard.
Just their wives,
No, I was
their
just gonna say
wives.
their wives are out there. They're not letting anybody
The wives
come
take
The
in.
wives were in the cars waiting for us, we're walking out the door.
And they're all packed.
Jim and Jackie got they're all in one, so I don't know what they did. I said, Jim and Jackie got all theirs in $1 bills, so I don't know what they did.
Yeah, Jackie's wife,
Yeah.
I was with Jack, his wife pulled up right afterwards, he took one right here. I thought that was good timing on her part.
Oh, she knew.
Okay, insurance.
Okay, well, I'd hope to hear back from our agent by today. Certainly we'll hear some more by meeting Monday. The current status is kind of where we talked about before. We're not sure that we'll get underwritten by ACIC. If we get underwritten by ACIC, then of course it is what it is. And that's the only company that's going to underwrite us for the full package. There's no doubt about that. If they come in at half and we have to layer it, then we'll have to buy insurance through other carriers, probably at another elevated price. If ACI fails to write us period the end, we're going to have to go to the citizens. And of course, if that happens, we're going to have to spend the money to have our roofs inspected for their requirements. So we're trying to get an indication. The agent is somewhat concerned because the word coming out of ACIC is they're considering not rewriting anyone built before 2000, which in my opinion is foolish.
Yeah.
We've got better construction than most stuff that was done after 2000. What can you say? We're not underwriters. But he's trying to get an indication, a lead indication, what's going to happen. As you recall, we've got about $624,000 in the budget this year. We certainly hope it's not going to go over that for insurance expenses.
We're not in the same boat. I think everybody's gonna have the same problem.
Well, everybody's got, you're hearing 40-50% on a regular basis. And it's just, it's a license to steal.
It's crazy. All right, new business, communications,
There'll be one or
Will be
two
that,
possibly,
too.
yes.
annual meeting information.
Okay, annual meeting information. The annual meeting will be March 13th, which is a Monday, obviously at the church at 1 p.m. That coincides with our yearly function.
You've
Okay,
got
the-
annual ANNAUL.
I do. Good thing I don't have something else. Yeah,
Animal.
yeah. I'll make sure that gets changed. Animal. Yes. Anyway, yeah, I see that. Okay, thank you. There'll be 8 vacancies on the board. Okay, George, no, I'm sorry. Connie, Cookie. Cookie's gonna be open. Shannon's gonna be open. Denny, you're open. Monica, you're open.
Yay.
Claire Dewhurst, John West, and Dee Harder. So I have, for those who might be interested, I have intent to run forms here today, if you want to sign up again. And so those of you who wish, you can do that. The mailing will go out probably Thursday. It's required 60-day notice to all owners. And so the reason that you also have a little bit of additional function in that John West, usually there's only one person or one position per village. But because Deb was a temporary, she's coming off, you're coming off. Theoretically, if you come back on and somebody else comes back on, it's up to the board to say who's got the 1 year and who's got the 2 year, because the document's definitely required every other year for each village. It can't be done, it can't be done. Okay. So, and then of course, there'll be normal business at the meeting with reports and things of that nature, but the election is the big thing. And I don't know if anybody wants to come up with any special guests or anything like that, but I'm afraid if we bring an insurance man in to explain things, he might get shot. So, so.
You could do it
John.
over Zoom.
According to what's on the website, I'm the one getting off, not Cookie.
Yeah, I know, but I went back and checked it. I went back, it's not correct.
It's not correct.
It's not correct.
Okay.
Now, I actually had to go back to 2018 to figure it out, but
Okay.
when she posted it, she crossed it.
All right. So we got to fix that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about it for the annual meeting. That's unless we have something else to put on the agenda.
Managers report.
Managers report,
Will be-
committee reports.
Mhm.
There will be a landscape meeting here Thursday at 9 a.m. and next Tuesday, there'll be a building committee meeting.
When's landscape?
Landscapes Thursday morning
It's Thursday.
At 9 o'clock?
at 10.
You said
Okay.
no.
Did I say 9?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pox on me.
All right. Any directors' comments?
It is 10 o'clock,
Here
right?
here we go. We'll start, ladies first.
I just had a question about the new staff on the landscape team. Could you tell us about the new person?
George.
Yeah.
George is an owner. He owns 2 units here. He's was interested in helping out when we were short and wanted something to do. And so he's jumped in very, very well, helped production tremendously. That half person has done a real good job. And he's esprit de corps. He joined the team very well. Same type of great personality.
Drank a beer with him last night.
And he speaks Spanish.
I don't think he speaks Spanish. He's
Oh, no, he
speaks-
both.
He
speaks
speaks German, I know.
Spanish.
German.
He speaks German.
He retired from the
He
government.
speaks Spanish.
He had a government job.
I know, I heard it.
I'm here to help you. I'm from the government.
Well, no, I'll tell you what.
He speaks a little German.
Ah, okay.
John, I wanted to, I can't go to the landscape meeting, but I wanted to bring something up. Should I email?
Sure. Yeah,
You?
and I'll bring it up.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I
I'll
think
bring
he's
it.
cool.
Now, he introduced himself to me as JD.
JD,
Is that what he goes by?
yeah, it's his name's quite long, but it's JORGD is proper spelling.
Jorge.
Yeah.
Danny, you have something?
This is a kind of a question. I had a future owner come up and talk to me yesterday, and he's looking to buy a unit. I think he already signed a contract, but he's real hesitant. And it's a second story unit, but the person below smokes. And he goes in there and he smells smoke.
Oh, my God.
And he says, what's the deal? And I don't know. I have had other friends that had that problem, and they actually sold their unit because they couldn't stand the cigarette smoke. And I don't think we have any recourse in that. If the person down below goes out to like Little Lanai and smokes, and that smoke gets way back up to the second, and this guy says, I don't like smoke.
Well, he probably should buy it then because
Yeah,
we've had issues here. We've
and I
had
just wondered in
issues.
the past what?
Yeah, well, we've gone in some cases, people smoke outside.
Mhm.
Some cases, people smoke inside. And
Right.
again, they're not prohibited to do so.
No.
I think it was 205 and 206 or another one, 206 and 207, where there was a real issue, and we went in and insulated some of the pipes
And
and some of
between
the
exhaust
past.
fans or somebody's exhaust fan was
Yeah.
picking up, they were telling us about that.
Yeah.
Somebody was saying something about.
All I can tell you is what we did, and we found some various spots where the smoke could migrate itself up, or the aroma could. Never really resolved itself. They finally moved away also.
Yeah, I mean, I told him that because I had a friend down in Lakewood that had that same issue.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't think there's anything they can do
Not
about it.
really, there's no prohibition. I mean,
You know, and I just, you could talk to the person down below, but I don't think that's
Not
gonna go well.
of it.
Not gonna go well there.
I mean,
I just thought I'd ask.
Sure. No, I mean, down below has as much right as the one
I
upstairs. and
agree.
It's
I
a tough
don't
thing, you know.
dispute that whatsoever,
Yeah.
so. But I just figured I'd ask and see, well, is there anything about this or not? But I didn't think so. Okay.
I'd like to make an announcement,
Yes.
or let's say commercial. St. Joe's Catholic Church is having a concert coming up a week from yesterday at 7 p.m. That'll be on the 16th, and it's the Messiah. And I guarantee it's going to be magnificent, 25-piece orchestra and about 100 singers. So it'll be great, free of charge. And I will announce it next Monday also, but it looks great. And some of the soloists we have are magnificent. So I'll see the dress rehearsal on Saturday. So I'll know.
I can tell you, I've gone to the last 6 or 7, and they've just been fabulous. When they Christmas time or whatever it was, the chorus over there, if you've never heard it, it's a real professional organization. It's great.
Where on that campus is it going to be?
You're right, the main church. Yeah. It holds 1,000 people in there if you pack them in, but I guarantee in the last past programs, by 6:30, it's hard to get in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are they going to simulcast it on?
Yes, it will be, and it'll also be recorded also.
We might need that information on the simulcast.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube, right?
YouTube or Facebook. I'm not sure which one.
Live on YouTube or Facebook?
Usually, yes, it's a great concert. It really is.
Is this the one on 26th Street?
26th Street, correct.
You said 16.
Pat Cases,
Oh,
Pat Cases, she's moved back to Massachusetts. She's not selling her unit, but she's moved back.
Yeah.
And Alfredo's moving. He's selling.
Yes.
Condo.
They would hope to be out of here already, but the interest rates stopped them dead.
Their last day is February, they're moving February the 2nd.
Oh, now they get back in?
Yes.
Okay,
They
well,
just
yeah,
went to North
long-standing
Carolina
people.
and purchased their place.
No, we're gonna miss.
Pat felt she had to go back to her son,
Yes.
and
I had lunch with her last week before she left.
the people that are renting Pat's
Oh, I know,
place.
Dick, I saw Dick and Marilyn yesterday.
Bojonis.
oh, the Bozonis, yeah, they're back. I didn't know they're back.
Yeah, I saw them yesterday on their way to Wine Monday. where-
7:42.
Yeah.
I believe it is.
7:52.
7:52. Okay, very good.
Bad neighborhood.
That's
Yeah, a couple of doors
You're
down
only allowed
from
to
trouble.
that's WINE Monday, is that WINE?
Yeah.
I have a question. How long can you have guests staying with you?
There's no prohibition,
Let's say at least 4 people.
there's no prohibition on
Nothing.
guests unless the unit is unoccupied. If the unit's unoccupied, then it's 30 days.
Okay, if your unit is occupied, it's
By the owner, they can stay there as long as they
as long
want.
as they want to, okay.
Well, wait a minute. If it's unoccupied, then it has to turn into like a rental?
Well, it is, an occupied unit can be occupied for 30 days as guests. Anything after that, they have to fill out a full rental form and file the papers and everything else.
And there's no limit on the guests?
No.
Man, I can bring my 26 children and grandchildren in here. and
Absolutely.
Sure, you're a lot of bunk beds.
I dare you to do that.
I will,
Yeah.
at the end of February, we have a wedding, so, yes. Be busy.
All right, any other board members?
I wanted to ask her if she's gonna have 26 guests in for a while, and she's got a good psychologist to help her.
Yeah.
Really?
You know who my psychologist is?
There you go.
The woman upstairs.
The woman upstairs.
All right, owners' comments?
We're
Dan?
here.
Dan?
Dan's the new owner, by the way.
Yeah.
Come to us via,
Welcome.
across the street, right?
In Oak-
Iron.
Oak- Ironwood?
Ironwood. Ironwood.
It was the pickleball that brought him.
Outside of Pittsburgh. We came down about 4 years ago.
Not
All right.
Welcome to Wildwood.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
Right. We should have.
Yeah, I helped
people,
move
some
them.
people. We have 15 people already signed up for the courtyard sale. So if you know of anybody, don't wait till Friday morning, please.
I'm gonna miss it this year. I'm just coming back from a cruise.
Oh,
that
okay.
day.
No.
So I get to be a shopper for
Yeah.
3 days.
Obviously, the meeting and the cruise.
I know.
I'll be doing,
Okay, I'll sign you up.
Just leave the door open.
I think we've got an order for 30
I'll
tables
come back
already.
to an empty
Yeah.
cabin.
They're asking me to, get them a table. It's like, excuse me?
No, we'll take the orders for the tables, yes.
I just use my back courtyard, open the gate.
Yeah.
Try that every year.
Yeah.
I get more people coming in just to look at my courtyard. You get a pond or waterfall?
Yeah. And then I've heard a couple Spring Lakes people say, well, can we, join in? It's like, not my association. I don't care.
Come on down.
I don't know what their
They might
rules
as
are.
well. I mean.
Yeah, really.
They don't have many.
Well, it's not our association, so I don't know what their rules are pertaining to courtyard sales.
Mulching,
Yeah,
mulching.
yeah.
So
It's per, I have one more question. Mulching, when are we mulching?
That'll be the topic or discussion on Thursday.
Okay,
There's a good chance that they're gonna wait until the fall, but we'll talk about it.
okay,
All right, but that's on the agenda.
okay.
Okay, nothing else. I guess we'll see you Monday.
Great.
Wow.
2 o'clock, church.
Well, we-
27 minutes flat.
Make it-
All right.
Doing a hell of a job. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, Catherine.
Expeditiously.
All right.